One thing I've realized in my lock journey is that a lot of people ask, how many locks do you have? And honestly, I don't think that question helps as much as people think it does. And I'm not saying that in a rude way at all, because I used to wonder the same thing too before I started my lock journey. But over time, I realized the amount of locks somebody has is only a very small part of the bigger picture. I think when people see someone with beautiful locks online, especially really full locks or mature locks, they naturally want to know, okay, how many locks do they have? And sometimes asking for how many locks somebody has feels like searching for the formula to get the same look. But locks don't really work like that, because there are so many things that are going to affect how your locks look. Your hair density, your hair texture, the thickness of your strands, your head size, your parting, your maintenance routine, even the way your hair naturally grows. Some people naturally have super dense hair, meaning they have a lot of hair on their head. So even if their lock count is lower, their locks may still look very full. Then somebody else might have finer strands or lower density hair. So even with more locks, their overall look may still be different. That's why I always say lock journeys are so personal. You could literally have two people with 90 locks, and their hair could still look completely different. One person's locks may look thicker. One person's locks may look fuller. One person's locks may hang differently. One person's locks may shrink more. And that's because lock count alone doesn't tell the full story. Hair density matters so much, and I don't think enough people talk about that. If somebody has high density hair, they naturally have more hair growing from their scalp overall. So their locks may appear fuller even with fewer locks. And honestly, that's why comparing your lock count to somebody else's can create unrealistic expectations. I think one of the most beautiful things about locks is that no two sets are exactly alike. Even if somebody starts with the same method as you, same parts, same loctician, same products, your hair is still going to do its own thing. And I think social media makes people feel like they need to perfectly recreate somebody else's lock journey. But your locks are supposed to reflect you, your texture, your density, your growth pattern, your individuality. And honestly, once I stopped focusing so much on trying to compare my locks to other people, I started appreciating my own journey way more. I personally think there are more helpful questions people can ask instead of just how many locks do you have? Like, what starter method did you use? Do you have high or low density hair? How long have you had your locks? How often do you retwist? What helped your locks stay healthy? What products do you use or avoid? Those questions actually give context, because somebody could tell you they have 85 locks, but without understanding their density, texture, strand thickness, or how long they've had them, that number alone honestly doesn't mean much. So if you're somebody who's starting your lock journey or thinking about it, I really want you to stop putting pressure on yourself to mathematically recreate somebody else's hair. Your locks are going to grow differently. They're going to mature differently. They're going to have their own personality, and that's okay. I honestly think that's what makes locks so beautiful in the first place. Not the fact that everybody's look identical, but the fact that they don't. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think people focus too much on lock count? Let me know in the comments. Well, that's the end of this video. I hope you found it helpful in any way. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.